Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you go right ahead, hit that subscribe button. I pray that this video is a blessing to you. Make sure that you comment, like, and share the video with your loved ones that you believe that this will be a blessing to them. All right, y'all, so I received a word from the Lord. Basically a word of encouragement for all of you here that are watching and tuning in regarding the things that you are seeking right now in your life. It could be a job, it could be a career, it could be a new car, a new home. It could even be a relationship that you may be seeking. And you have realized that it's been so many doors that have been closing on you. You may have fell in love with that home. You really, really liked everything about that home. You may have fell in love with the car. You really liked a lot of things about the car, even the job, the career. It was something that was one of your goals, but you did not get the job, okay? We have to understand that God works those things out for us, all right? He works those things out for us because he knows what is best for us. So a lot of times when we don't receive what we think is something that's good for us, we blame God and we think or we blame ourselves and we think, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? But that is not necessarily the case. It could be that God just did not want you in that room, or that room was not meant for you. It could have been that the position would have been the ceiling. That could have been the furthest that you would have been able to go. You probably wouldn't have been able to develop in that role, okay? He knows the turmoil that can be going on in that job before you even apply. Okay, he knows the issues of the vehicle that may happen down the road. You may have issues with the car. Okay, he knows the issues that could be happening with the home that you may have wanted. It could have been your neighbors. The neighbors could have been bad neighbors. You never know what God is preventing from happening in your life. You never know. A lot of times God is saying no to things because either A, it's not the time for it, B, that's not the path that he has for you. Sometimes we only want things that are maybe very small to him, but he's a big God, so he wants the things that are big. He wants you to have greater in your life, okay? He may want you to seek higher than what you are applying for, all right? He may want you to step out on faith. All right, you can't look at your current situation and think, oh, this is all that I can do right now. This is all that I can afford at this moment, because you never know the things that God can do for you. All right, I remember seeing, I want to say a couple of years ago on social media, it was this post and it had this picture as if it was God with this little girl, and the little girl was a teddy bear, a very, very small teddy bear. And she said, but I want it. That's what it said in the caption. But behind God's back, he had this, it was a big teddy bear, okay, and behind his back. But the girl, she did not know, all right? And that's the thing, is that we have to understand that we don't know the bigger plan that God has for us. So when we are rejected for something, understand that that is okay. You know, that is okay that you were rejected, because God had a bigger plan for you. I actually have some notes here. And so a lot of times when God is speaking to me, I try to jot down these notes right away so that I can either get further revelation from him. He usually will lead me to scriptures that will help me to just understand exactly what I wrote down. And so it says, God has something better for you. You may have wanted the job, the car, the house, the relationship, but if God does not give it to you, then it's not meant. And he has something better and far more greater than what you wanted. It's okay to mourn that thing, to mourn that job, to mourn that car, to mourn that home, to mourn that relationship. Feel that emotion, okay? Feel it. It's okay to feel that, all right? It may have been something that you really, really wanted, right? And you may feel like every time you try, it fails, or that you fail. But God is working it all out for you, okay? He's working it all out for you. Another thing that he spoke to me and he said is, you were settling anyway. I don't know who this is for, but you were settling. You were settling for an okay job. You were settling for an okay house. You were settling for an okay car. You were settling for a okay relationship that was not going to help you fulfill your purpose. All right? You were literally compromising on something you said you would not. All right? This could be the amount of money that you were going to make. You wanted the job so bad that you were willing to sacrifice your pay. You were willing to take a pay cut. All right? The home. You were willing to, you wanted 3 bathrooms. You wanted 2.5 bathrooms. It only had 2 bathrooms, or it only had 1 bathroom. So you were willing to settle for the home that had 1 bathroom. The car. You really wanted the SUV, but you settled for the car because it was cheaper, or because the salesperson that you were speaking to talked you into it. All right. The relationship. You saw the red flags. These were red flags that you prayed about to God, and you said that these were things that you definitely did not want in your next relationship. That red flag popped up, and you decided to still stick around, or you decided to still pursue that person, even though you knew that that red flag was shining bright in your face. All right. So remember, a lot of times you are settling for less than what God has for you. He has greater for you. Okay. I'm going to pull up this scripture really quick. All right. I'm going to start at Isaiah 43:18. It says, "But forget all that. It is nothing compared to what I am going to do. For I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland." Right here. Forget all that. All right. Meaning forget the relationship that didn't work, or the relationship that you were pursuing that did not work. Forget the job that you did not get. Forget the car, the home that you did not get. Forget all that. Okay. There is nothing compared to what he is going to do. There's nothing compared to that. You were thinking small. He wants you to think big. He does not want you to settle. He does not want you to settle. If there is a red flag, do not ignore those red flags. All right? Do not ignore those red flags. And another thing we have to think about is the self-talk. And I know I mentioned it earlier, where we tend to blame ourselves and we say all these negative things about ourselves on the reason why we didn't get the job, or the reason why we weren't able to get the car or the home, or the reason why the relationship did not work. We always tend to blame ourselves and think and come up with all these negative things about ourselves, and not realizing that we are speaking those things over our lives. We are literally speaking those things over our lives. So we have to be careful of the things that we are saying. Be careful of what is coming out of our mouths. All right. And I do want to pull up another scripture regarding that as well. We just want to make sure that we are speaking those positive things over our lives, speaking those positive things over us in general. When we speak of ourselves, we want to speak nothing but good things, regardless of what the situation is. And there will be times where you have like these negative thoughts and these negative feelings, and it's okay that you feel that way, but don't let it ponder. All right. Replace those negative words with more positive things that you can say about yourself. Okay. If it did not work out, just say, "Oh, well, God has something better for me. This wasn't in his plan. This is not what he wanted for me." And remember, that's all that we want. We want what he wants for us. That's what we want. Okay. All right, so the next scripture that I wanted to pull up is Matthew 15:11, and it says, "It's not what goes into your mouth that defiles you. You are defiled by the words that come out of your mouth." So this is the reason why we have to watch what we say. Whatever words come out of our mouth can surely come into existence. Like that, you can speak those things into existence. Those negative things that you are saying about yourself, you can speak those things into existence. So we have to be careful of the things that we say. And nobody is perfect. We all are human. So we are going to sometimes say negative things about ourselves. It's just normal for us to do it, but don't ponder on it. Fix it with more positive things. All right. And this is what he's basically saying, that you are defiled by the words that come out of your mouth. It's a hindrance to you when you do that. All right. So this is just some encouragement for y'all. You know, if you have been going through this right now where you just feel defeated, okay, you feel like the things that you are trying is not working out. You feel like the things that you are pursuing, the job, the career, the home, the car, the relationship, whatever it is that you are currently pursuing, and you feel like it's just not working out, understand that God has something greater for you. Okay? He has something greater for you. Do not be discouraged in this. Okay? He wants us to understand that what he has is far greater than what we see right in front of us. Remember, like I described that picture, the actual picture that I saw on social media, where it showed this very small teddy bear that this little girl had in her hand, and she said, "No, but I want it." Think about that when you think of the job. It's that small. Okay, when you think about the car, when you think about the home, the relationship, it's that small. But God got something behind his back for you. And it's big, it's way bigger. It's triple the size of what you thought you wanted or what you thought that you needed. He knows what we need. He knows the plan that he has for us. And he just wants us to stay in tune with him and understand what he is doing. You being rejected is just another push into the right direction, okay? All of those no's, you will eventually get the right yes. And that's all you want. You want the right yes, okay? All right, y'all. I hope that this video was a blessing to you. I thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I pray nothing but blessings on you and your family. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Have a good one.